What are you doing?
What am I doing here?
Why are you here?
I was just doing a collision report, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna be here much longer?
Till I'm done doing my job.
It seems that liberal women are going around harassing police officers and ICE agents everywhere you look these days, but this video in particular really got to me. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Today's video is captioned "Liberal Hassles Police Officer Doing His Job," and that's exactly what you're about to watch. This video is going viral on the internet right now, and I had to show it to you because the minute I saw it, I gotta say, my blood was boiling, and I typically try not to have these reactions to videos that I catch online because it's just a video online, Amla. It's just a video. But this liberal woman goes up to a police officer while he's just doing his job, responding, filing a report, and she cannot seem to let it go. She's trying to get him to move out of his space, to stop doing his job, because people are scared that a police officer is in the vicinity. Let's watch.
What are you doing?
What am I doing here?
Why are you here?
I was just doing a collision report, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you guys gonna be here much longer?
Till I'm done doing my job.
Can you imagine just like walking up to a police officer just immediately, what are you doing here? Whoa. Okay. And he's handling this very tactfully. Doing my job, filing a collision report. I didn't know that was quite a huge problem to be here doing what I've been asked to do as a police officer. The audacity to just walk up so confrontationally to somebody who's doing nothing wrong just astounds me.
One of the teachers, when I dropped off over there, said y'all been circling since about 8.
Okay. Well, I'm just doing my job, so the quicker I do
Your
my
job
job...
at the elementary school since about 8 a.m.?
I wasn't here at
There was
8
a
a.m.
collision here at the elementary school?
You have a good day. I'm going to continue to do my
You
job.
work for us, and you're scaring these families.
Okay. Well,
You
I'm
should
gonna
probably
continue
go
to
do
my
your job where your job lives.
You work for us and you're scaring these families. Says who? Says her, because a teacher told her they've been around since 8 a.m., which is not substantiated by anything that this guy says. But regardless, you should go and do your job where your job lives. Ma'am, he's a police officer. Where does a police officer's job live? What does that even mean? And she says, the teacher says you guys have been circling since 8 a.m. I'm going to go out on a limb here and maybe guess that police officers patrol the communities that they work in. So if you see a police officer or a cruiser coming by your school, and they come by a few times between 8 a.m. and the moment of your confrontation with him, not even to say that it was this specific police officer, it's probably because they are patrolling the community that they work in, trying to keep you guys safe. Never mind the fact that he seems to work for the sheriff's department, which is what his little patch says, which is not an ICE agent. So why are these families going to be scared? Do they think that he's just working in tandem with ICE agents in his daily life in a morning on a school day, trying to arrest elementary schoolers and their families?
Because I don't see that it needs to be right here all morning.
Okay. I'm going to explain something. The person that I was just working with left approximately 5 minutes ago. This was a collision report for them. I'm doing my job. I gave them all their information.
Can you maybe, like for a second, acknowledge that you could be a really upsetting sight for people right now?
Can you please for a second acknowledge that you as a police officer could be a really upsetting sight for people who are what? Deranged based off of what they're seeing on the news? If the sight of a police officer alone is enough to set you off as a human being, an individual, to make you upset, to make you scared, that's your problem, not the police officer's problem. In fact, he has to be out and about. He has to be doing his job. And in regard to this alleged collision report that he's putting in right now, when you're in a collision, a police officer will show up. They will file a report. And for the most part, they stay on the scene to file that report so they can get everything done and move on to the next thing that they have to do. Why would he then leave the scene because you're feeling a little bit scared and stating that other people do, instead of sitting there doing his job and going about his day? And again, this police officer is being so nice to this woman. At some point, I would have been, get out of my face. Please, please go.
Yes, ma'am, I'm just doing my job.
I get it.
So,
I get it. But like for us to be able to collaborate with y'all at all going forward, you're going to have to show us some humanity.
you can't show him the humanity of allowing him to do his job in the way in which he's supposed to do his job. And you're asking him to show you what type of humanity, to hide his face, his body, his car as a police officer who's trying to do his job. And the liberal condescension in the
I get it. I really do. I get it.
Cannot be overstated. And it's so interesting that this particular demographic of women, this like middle-aged white liberal woman, seems to be at the forefront of the attacks against ICE agents and police officers right now. I've seen video after video of this specific type of woman doing this exact thing. In fact, today I saw a video of a liberal white woman setting a building on fire because she believed it was going to be or is an ICE detainee center. She became an arsonist because of what she's seeing online and what she's taking in the news. Just like this woman is becoming someone who engages in harassment because of what she's seeing online and in the news.
You're going to have to show us that you understand the circumstances and the feelings that you evoke, because like, it would be so rad to feel like you're here for us. It would be so rad to feel like you guys get it and understand that you are actually the
He's like, ma'am, I'm actually filing a collision report for somebody who was in a car accident. I am here for you. But just because you're seeing a sight that makes you upset, I'm supposed to do something about that in order to show you humanity. Is that the word she used? Oh, goodness.
defending line between us and the fucking fascism. But until like that's overt, that's overt that you're part of our community.
Let's hear that. Let's hear that one more time. Let me go back just a bit to see what she says.
It's like, it would be so rad to feel like you're here for us. It would be so rad to feel like you guys get it and understand that you are actually the defending line between us and the fucking fascism. But until like that's overt, that's overt that you're part of our community,
Well, ma'am,
then I don't think you should be lingering
with
here.
absolutely all due respect, I'm not going to continue to go back and forth. I'm going to try to finish my job as fast as possible. Okay. Keep in mind that you are cussing. We are in front of a school, so please just
That
keep
is
that
fair.
in mind, okay?
I'll give you that. That's fair.
At least she said that's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair. She's saying how upsetting it is for you to be around these kids and around these families outside the school, even though he's doing his job and protecting people in that process. But she's out here cussing and screaming about fascism to this police officer and holding up his job. So you're actually keeping him there longer, keeping him in the sight of all these scared children and families because you want to push your own agenda, have a moment of catharsis as you confront a police officer who's absolutely doing nothing wrong and nothing to you. And let's be honest, she's virtue signaling. She wants to be the mother who went forward and confronted this police officer for no reason whatsoever, just to say that she's the type of person who does that thing.
Okay, so the quicker I get this done, I can leave, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not really not trying to bother you,
Please really be thinking about these kids and these moms.
Look, I get it, ma'am.
You know what moms are going through right now, right?
I do understand that, but let me just please, I'll get this out of the way and I'll be out of everyone's hair,
I sure would appreciate that.
Yep. You have a good rest of your day,
You
okay?
too.
What exactly are moms going through right now? If you're in the country illegally, and especially if you're in the country committing crimes, okay, you are at the risk of being detained by ICE and deported from this country. This officer is not even an ICE agent, so I don't know what's going on in this woman's head. She's just associating everybody with everything and putting them all underneath one umbrella. What exactly are mothers going through right now, except their own emotional turmoil that they're bringing on themselves based off of the propaganda that they are consuming online and in the news? And now this officer has to deal with not only trying to do his daily job, but having women come up and hassle him over the fact that he's trying to do his daily job. We have to stop this, guys. Mind your own business, as he was minding his own business, literally doing his job and trying to get out of there as fast as possible, only to be hassled by this individual. Guys, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Drop them in the comments down below. As I've said, there's thousands of videos like this all over the internet, but for some reason, this one, with the niceness of this police officer, with the fact that he clearly wasn't doing anything, and the audacity, the gall, the confidence in this woman to run up to him and start filming this video, going after him over and over and over, it really got to me. As always, if you disagree with anything I said in this video, do get out, but do so respectfully. I encourage healthy debate on this channel, and if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.